3 flooding events just in the last week. News 4's David Amilati is live there tonight. David, homeowners are now scrambling to pick up the pieces before the next rain event.
We're right by the Warson Woods Creek that flows into Deer Creek, and just take a look behind me. A couple days ago, a couple feet of water where we're standing right now. Now that that's receded, you can see this massive hole, probably 20 to 25 feet wide and about 10 feet down. Residents are scrambling, and they said they're just tired of trying to get answers. They're being bounced back and forth between the city and MSD to figure out what's next.
There was a shed here with a lawnmower and lawn equipment in it, and it just washed away.
Julia Lohmeyer is still in disbelief. Floodwater, several feet tall just days ago, washing away the damage from last week's historic flash flooding.
I've lived here 9 years, and we've had a dry basement the entire time, and in the last week we've flooded 3 times.
This is the creek behind her house, gushing last Thursday. You can see waves of water tumbling and backyards getting washed out.
Someone has 6 feet of water in their basement. Almost every house on the street has had water in it this week. One neighbor had it literally coming in her front door into her main living space because the sewers were backing up.
Fast forward to Wednesday night, the basement flooded now for a 3rd time.
Something is failing, and we need to address that.
The creek has since receded back to its normal stream, but a shocking revelation 3 doors down.
I mean, the water was so high. It was like over the fence. I just kept seeing like these. It was unreal.
The pressure of the floodwater caused this section of retaining wall to burst. Now it lays in the creek bed, setting up bigger problems if another rain event happens soon.
I didn't know water had this much power.
Residents went to City Hall to get answers, but were turned away, told it's up to MSD.
That's something that we definitely have to address.
So News 4 called MSD to get answers. A spokesperson met us on location in under an hour. What are you doing to help these residents?
What we're doing here is we are going to work through the weekend. I believe that we should have somebody out possibly this as early as tomorrow, Saturday. If not, it'll be first thing like Monday or Tuesday.
This orange fence now stands as a temporary fix.
Absolutely helpless. Because I'm just waiting for the next storm. Like then what?
Lohmeyer now fears the same damage to the flood wall behind her property is only a matter of time. If this wall buckles, you're losing this shed, you're going to lose part of the backyard. It's going to cave in.
Oh, absolutely. It would be catastrophic.
She says she knows it could be worse. Her priority is making sure her family and neighbors don't wake up to this kind of flooding again.
It was awful. The kids are home for the summer, so they saw everything happen, and they're just crying. It's just stuff, and we're okay, but it's still hard. It's irreplaceable stuff. Since News 4 first contacted MSD, crews have come out to unclog some of those sewers. They will not fix this wall. What they'll do instead is place large rocks to prevent any further erosion. It's just not the MSD's protocol to rebuild these kinds of walls. Keep in mind, MSD is an agency responding to about 3,000 calls since last week in the city and out into the county. Important to note that flood control is not the specialty of MSD. They'll respond to overflowing water in your basement, but as far as a creek jumping out of its bank, that's up to municipalities to fix. Live in Rock Hill, David Amilati, News 4.
David.